What's up, YouTube? It's your girl Kizzy, and I'm back with another video. Hey, hi, hello. Thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for watching, and thank you for being here. When you ask me what my truth is, and what is my full truth in this present moment, I feel like my full truth is that I'm scared. I feel like my truth is that I'm scared. I'm scared of not being enough. I'm scared of judgment. I'm scared of being alienated. I'm scared of letting my guard down and really letting my guard down so that people can see all of me, the real me. Because I have been in friendships and relationships where I thought that I was valued, and I thought that I was protected. I thought that the people around me were real for me. And it just seems like the more that I show them who I am and who I actually am, so my emotions, my not having it all together, my lack of direction, my free-spiritedness, my intense emotions, because my emotions are very intense despite how I may be perceived. And I think that it's also how I allow myself to be perceived. I feel like, people do think that I have it all together, but I don't. I don't have it all together. And I feel like I think that truly letting everybody know that, and letting everybody see that part of me, and the part of me that others may deem as weak or too emotional, it scares me to really allow her to be seen. Because I feel like when I have allowed myself, am I right? When I have allowed myself to be really seen, it was not accepted, it was judged, it was alienated, it was bullied, it was bashed, it was unseen, dismissed, uncared for. And to be honest, I'm afraid of feeling that again. I put myself out there so much. But I always look like realizing and learning more about myself and like who I actually am. And like also incorporating and like seeing my shadow and learning more about my shadow aspects. I feel like I come off in a way that is very like tough guy. It can come off as like tough guy. And honestly, I am very soft. Very soft. And I feel like for a lot of my life, I've been searching for that love, for that softness, for that support, for that community, that belonging, like so many of us have, right? We all want love. We all want to be accepted. We all want to be embraced. We all want to be acknowledged. We all want to be seen. But when it comes down to really being seen, how do we feel about that? Because when I think about that, I'm afraid. I've never felt like, despite what you may see, despite how I may come off, I've never felt like I was enough. I've never felt like it was safe for me to be seen. And my emotions have not really been nurtured. My sensitivity has not really been acknowledged. But I would argue that it's because I don't really allow that to be shown. I don't really allow those emotions to be seen, to be held, to be known. Because I can feel them so intensely that it's like maybe I feel subconsciously that if other people see it, they will take it as a means to attack me, as a means to bully me, as a means to make me feel less than and use it to their advantage and not to support me or love me or comfort me. And so my protective shell comes out because I'm a Cancer moon, which first of all is Cancer literally rules the moon. I'm a Cancer moon. I'm a Leo sun. Leo also rules the sun. So I really just struggle with like two opposites. You have a Leo sun, right? And Leos have a lot of ego, and they can have ego, and they can have, they can come off as selfish or self-centered or all about themselves or proud or bold or expressive. And then you have my Cancer moon that is also two big signs, right? My sun and my moon. And you have my moon sign that is so emotional and soft and loving and protective and gentle and sensitive and deep and emotional. And I feel like I've always battled between, not the pattern coming up saying intense emotions. Literally. And then I have this Cancer moon and this Leo sun, and they're just like fighting, you know? It's like, don't show who you are. Show who you are. I just want to be seen. But if you're seen, then you're not going to be this. So come off like this so that you don't have to be seen like this. But you see, like, I'm holding two opposite ends, and both of these ends are me. They're both me. They're both me. And I think it's also about allowing myself to find different ways to protect myself, to have my back, besides hiding parts of me or not embracing parts of me. I've never really had someone to hold space for my emotions. I've always been the emotion holder for others, the keep it together for others, the hide yourself away for others. The truth is that I'm scared of repeating my childhood and feeling those feelings of rejection and abandonment. Nobody likes you. Nobody cares. You know, in middle school, when it'd be lunchtime and you walk out and you're afraid because you don't know where you're gonna sit. And what if you walk into the lunchroom and you don't have anywhere to sit and you look stupid? You don't have any friends. I have been bullied a lot for just being me in any form. And it does scare me to put myself out there like that, willingly, openly, readily, and give people the opportunity to judge me, to bully me, to just essentially form their own opinion, right? It's scary. It's scary. And I know that this is something that a lot of us experience, whether we see it or not, right? Whether it's right here or it's back here. It's this feeling like you're not enough because this person left you, because this person betrayed you, because this person said that how you live is not okay with them, because this person made you feel like you have to be this, because this person told you that they don't want to be with you, because this person told you that whatever, because this person put their hands on you. I just want to say that, I want to say that I'm not going to stop fighting for my freedom, to create spaces of freedom, real freedom, to create spaces where I can be me which also will allow you and show you to be you, that you can be you. Honestly, a lot of the time, I feel like an emotional wreck. Like, my emotions are so powerful. Like, they're so powerful and they're so deep and they're so real. So real. And I feel like there is an essence of me that is afraid to let that be known, let that be shown. And I feel like thinking about it more and talking about it, and while I'm working through my shadow, it is because damn, what was I gonna say? It is because I fear that it'll be too much. I feel like I haven't yet found the balance, or like found healthy ways to protect myself necessarily, but it's like I feel like I do know healthy ways. I think I'm just afraid of opening up and saying, this is me and this is all of me. Yes, I am an emotional wreck. Yes, I am. Hi, my name's Kizzy. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet ya. Yeah, nice to meet ya. I think a lot of us think we have to have it all together, and that we have to be and show up in this specific way. And we're afraid to show up in other ways, whether that be not just emotional, but wildly or freely or spontaneously or excitingly. Like anything, I feel like it's hard as a human that has experienced the human experience, which is adversity. It's hard to feel like you can really show up as yourself in all your glory, not just the tough guy, not just the bold parts, not just the happy parts, not just the carefree parts. Sometimes we don't even show up at all because we don't even know what parts. We are afraid of all the parts. We don't want anybody to see any of the parts. We feel like any of the parts are, you know what I mean? And it's not fair. I don't want to live a life like that. I'd rather work through my fear and figure out how I can be more vulnerable and more open, and open myself up to being open. Even if I don't know how I will come off, even if I don't know what'll happen, who will say what people will think, what people will say. I mean, this is me, just period. So it comes to a point where I'm running away from myself. I'm running further and further and pushing myself further and further away from myself, when this is just who I am. There's so many parts to me, but I feel like one that has not really shown is my emotional sensitivity, feeling self. I think I show it here and there depending on what social media you're on or what you follow or what you see, but it's never really seen in like its totality. I think that I come off as the Leo sun, right? Because that's my sun sign. But really, I'm a Cancer moon, so I'm emotional, so I'm sensitive, so I'm a baby, period, all across the board, I'm a baby. And so it's not about what others are going to say. It's not about blocking yourself off, closing yourself up, guarding yourself in. It's about opening up. It's about being willing to be vulnerable. It's about being willing to work past and work through your fears. Because this isn't easy for me. None of this journey has been easy for me. Despite how I may be perceived, again, despite how I may come off, it's hard. Especially when you feel like you're doing it alone. And not just for me, but for you too. I know what it's like to feel alone. I know what it's like to feel alienated, to feel forgotten, to feel not enough, to feel like nobody cares, to feel like nobody wants to see you, nobody likes you, everybody hates you. And this is because we have experiences that affirm this feeling of not being enough. We go through breakups, friendships, and intimate relationships. We go through drama. We go through getting ganged up on. We go through people talking shit. We go through people alienating you and making you feel like your way of expressing and who you are is not good enough, that it's bad, that it's wrong. But it's not wrong, just period. It's not wrong at all. And that's why I do what I do. The why are you doing this? Why do you speak on these videos? Why do you make content? Why do you do readings, collective readings? Why do you do this? Why do you show up this way? Why do you act like this? Why do you present like this? Why do you speak like this? Why do you express like this? Why do you act like this? It's because I love love. I really do love love. I dream of a true love. A true love. I feel like my heart is so big and so soft and so fragile that if I could, I would save every single person on the planet. Every single person. If I could make people that I have had disagreements with and arguments with and issues with, if I could absolve them of their pain, I would do it. I would do it. And that's my thing. I feel like I have to save the whole world. I feel like I have to be the pillar for the entire world. But I'm just one person. And you're just one person. So I can't save the whole world. But I can do what I can, and I will always do what I can, while also respecting myself and my own boundaries and where I'm at. But I'll never stop fighting for this freedom, even within myself, because I want to be free. And I want to create a community of free souls, of souls that can come there because they feel alone, because they feel ostracized, because somebody called them weird, because somebody made them feel like they don't belong, because somebody made them feel alone. You know, our anger, deep down, anger is not anger. Anger is to be felt, but deep down, anger is pain. Anger is pain, sadness. think that to some people I can come off very unapproachable. But you've got to know that I'm a softie at heart. At heart, I am a softie. But I'm also a raging bitch. I'm also a wild child. I'm also a sexy, sensual, divine being. I'm a lot of things. And I think sometimes we feel like if we show those things or those things are seen, they won't be accepted, they won't be loved, they'll be judged, they'll be denied, they'll be rejected. And this is because of our wounds of our past, our wounds of our childhood, our wounds of what we didn't get, of what we thought we had but was not actually what we had. I understand pain. I understand sorrow. I understand not feeling like you have a space. I understand yearning for that space. And I want to create that space. I do. You know, everything is dualistic, so you can't have the light without the dark. You can't have the light without the shadow. You can't have the ups without the downs. You can't have the protection without the vulnerability. The truth is, I just want to be loved and seen. You know, I did this inner child exercise, and my inner child was, she wanted to be seen. She wanted to shine. And she told me that she feels like nobody cares. She feels like she's not seen. She feels like nobody pays attention to her. She feels like people dismiss her and shoo her off. But even despite that, she was like, I'm the queen, hello. My inner child is so free and so like, da, 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 da. My inner child doesn't care. But she has also experienced a lot of pain. Like so many of us have, so many of our inner children have. And we need to band together. like when it's recess time and you see all the groups, we need to be the group that's like, yo, like everybody come, what's good? Like, yes. You know, I feel like I used to hang out with, which is interesting, I think I used to hang out with people that other people would consider weird, or other people would consider not cool, or other people would ostracize, other people would make feel less than, or you would look, you know, it's like in those movies where you have like the jocks, and then you have the nerds, and then you have the people that are weird, or you have the people that are this, and the people that are that. I feel like I was always with the people that were weird, or that were looked down upon, or that were not popular, or that didn't fit in. I definitely hung out with a lot of those types of people, and I am one of those types of people. That's why, right? But somewhere along the line, and I also think I hung out with popular people, but I feel like the more popular people, I kind of felt like I didn't fit in with them either. Like I felt like I didn't fit in with them. And then I got into high school and I started dating a boy, and that boy was popular. So then I became actually popular. So then people started talking about me. So then the more you are shed light on, the more you get adversity. But it's also the more that you're just you, the more adversity you could get. There's really no way to determine what adversity you're gonna get, because people just be hating and people just are just upset with themselves and just are just mad. Like that's really it. I don't even have an explanation for that. I wish I could say that you could put yourself out there and it won't fucking matter. I wish I could say that nobody's gonna judge you. I wish I could protect everybody from that, even myself, but I can't. And so I feel like it's about showing up as that then. You know, showing up in the many parts of you. Because there are many parts to you. And they are beautiful. They deserve love. They do deserve to be seen, despite that fear, despite that anxiety. I experienced that too. Whether you see that or not. I mean, now you might see it, or now you might see it. But yeah, I don't have it all together. The spiritual journey is very hard. I feel lost a good amount of time, but also not lost. I feel alone, but also supported. I have a lot of feelings, a lot of deep feelings, a lot of intricate feelings, a lot of emotions. But our emotions are okay. It's okay to have emotions. It's okay to be sensitive. It's okay to be vulnerable. It's okay to express. It's okay to be who you are. At least with me. At least in this space. At least when I'm around. At least when I walk in. You know? And so I don't have to have it all together. You don't have to have it all together. I mean, I've said that I don't have it all together, but I still feel like nobody has really seen the depth of which I am. And I don't really know if this is even the depth of which I am, but this is the part that I haven't ever really shown. I think people can see me and think that I don't really have emotions, that I'm cold, that I'm distant, that I'm this, that I'm that. But I'm always thinking. And I'm always feeling, and I'm always in my mind, and I'm always being curious, and my mind's always working. So the truth is, I'm just doing my best. I'm just doing my best. Teaching, learning, realizing, recognizing, unfolding, opening, tearing apart. Because it doesn't serve me fully in my most potential to only show this one side of me that is very protective and holding a amount of ego that is seemingly unfazed when I'm actually very emotional. But your emotions don't make you weak. And I think that's a key thing too. Your emotions don't make you weak. Your emotions are valid. Your emotions matter. All of them, not just the ones that are happy and bright and bubbly and fun and optimistic. The ones that are anxious. The ones that are sad. The ones that are heartbroken. Those are important too. I'm here for you. And I again, will never stop fighting. And embracing and trying to be more vulnerable and expressive in all that I am. Your experiences do not define all of you. They are just a part of your story. And you take that story and you use it. You make that story your goddamn bitch. Okay? Just period. And if people want to judge you or take out your vulnerabilities and sabotage them or step on them, it's a lot more telling about them as a person than you. When they want to gaslight you and manipulate you, make you feel like you don't matter, make you feel like you're less than what you are, says a lot more about them than you. I love you, beautiful soul. And I'll see you on my next video. Peace.